Buffalo is to the south. It's to Kentucky. It's a stew that's predominantly made in Kentucky. They simmer a lot of festivals around Burgoo, a lot of music festivals, and they serve a lot of Burgoo. One of them is a close town that I grew up in Illinois, and I never knew that Burgoo was known for this little town in Illinois.
Okay. Have you guys ever heard of Burgoo? No? Okay, me either. So we're going to learn something new together, right?
Right.
Okay.
So in the recipe, it calls for to start 6 to 8 hours beforehand when you take your whole chicken, your pork, your beef, and then after it's cooked for 6 to 8 hours, you debone it, take it off the bone and break it up, and then you start your stew that way. For time's sake, we're going to use ground beef, ground chicken, and ground pork.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to start browning all my meats.
So do you guys have recipe cards? They hand out some? Okay. So this means we expect you guys to make it at home, right? No?
It's really simple. This is really...
I'm sure the chef is going to make it look way easier than it is for us who don't cook as often as he does. But the good news is, once he's all done, do they get to try it, chef?
They will get to try it.
You guys get to have some. So once we're done, they'll come around and they'll actually serve you guys. All right, chef, what's going on?
All right, so I'm browning my beef, chicken, and pork.
Are you cooking on high heat, medium heat?
I am on medium high because I don't want to burn it.
Okay. We're just going to keep going and
It smells really good.
It does smell good.
And I gotta finish cutting my pepper. Everybody has seen these peppers cut, right?
Yes.
It's the easiest way to do it this way.
Okay.
All the seed is still on there.
I have to say I don't do it that way, but I will now. Okay, so do you guys cut peppers that way? No? You will now though, right?
See how easy that was?
Really easy.
So, Amy, we had a few changes this year from last year. We switched over to anytime dining.
Okay.
We're projected to serve over 3 million meals to 9,000 kids on a dining plan.
Oh my God. Is this what they're eating? They eat this?
This was done on a special meal on a Wednesday. It was International Day. A couple weeks ago, we did a international menu where we picked several countries, and this was one of our United States ones.
Okay, so they're eating well, right?
Yep.
And you guys are also doing a lot of farm to table, correct?
Farm to table. We from our turf farm, we serve 20%. Came to 251 North, and we processed it. For example, all the basil they grew, we turned into pesto. All the tomatoes, everybody knows the tomato plant grows too much. We turned it into smoked marinara. So we serve that to the students.
Okay.
Right, so
they're eating very well, they're eating healthy. So that means if your loved one's here, they're eating very well, they're eating healthy, not processed.
Not processed.
All right.
All right, everybody loves fresh okra, right? So my meat is almost done browning.
Okay.
And I'm just going to add everything else.
So just one by one, you're going to add them in?
Yep.
All right. So will they have flatware today?
Flatware?
Utensils.
Oh,
Right?
we will be serving it on compostable silverware.
Okay.
And I found out today that our compostable silverware is made out of corn.
Okay. Okay. I can't say that I've ever had any made out of corn. That'll be a first.
All right, so I'm adding my peppers and okra.
Okay.
I'm adding my celery. Everybody knows celery, onions, and carrots all make a dish better, right?
Okay. Especially stew, right?
Especially stew.
Okay.
I'm adding my fava beans, which I shell over here. And I'm going to put it in there. Yes, good I have employees that help clean it.
It's a pretty mess though, right?
That's right.
Nice and colorful.
Right, and then tomato puree is our base for this.
Okay. About how much will this serve?
This will serve 14 people. This is going to last 2 people a week. So if you make this at home, you're going to want to freeze it in Ziploc bags because you're going to get sick of eating it after a while.
Okay.
So that's an easier way of, storing it, keeping it for leftovers, serving it a week later.
Okay.
All right.
So that's great for the nights where you don't want to cook. You just pull something already made down out of the freezer and serve it.
And then I need some corn on the cob, fresh.
Walk straight. Walk straight.
See how you do that one?
I see you now. That's the way to do it. Keep on walking straight.
We're just going to keep mixing.
We're going to keep mixing because, again, this is for our cooking demos. It's a slow process. And I'm trying to get this to go a little higher so we can bring to a boil. But it is pretty, isn't it?
It is pretty.
And I know you can't smell it out there, but it does smell really good over here.
Well, with others though, it's easy to impress the family. You have some guests over. They think you're just slaving in the kitchen.
That's right.
All right. So far, do you guys think you can handle this?
Anybody else have any questions?
Yes? Questions? Anyone? You have a question?
How do you choose it? You want it to be nice and stiff because you're going to cook it for a while, so you don't want it too limp like that. So you want it nice and crisp. Okay? If it's starting to be limp, don't get it. I was going to take this back with me.
That's the best ingredient, right?
So you finish off with the bourbon.
And how much bourbon, chef?
The recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup. But I'm a chef, so I free pour.
Okay.
Like I do my vodka.
All right. And so then we're going to continue to let this cook?
Yep. It's a pretty simple dish, but it's really good. And make sure you keep your vegetables nice and big so when they cook for a while, they don't disintegrate, so you can tell what they are.
Once it's done?
Once it's done.
Okay. Okay, so while the chef is mixing up our stew here, I've got a couple of little fun facts for you guys. So University of Maryland is currently participating in a Recycle Mania. And as of right now, they are #1 in recycling in the state of Maryland. Y'all can celebrate? Aren't we happy? That's exciting, right? All right. Okay. So I have one more, so make sure you're excited, right? Okay. They're also #1 in compost collection in the state of Maryland. Yay! All right.
And sorry,
Okay.
we serve over 1,500 watermelon in the dining halls. And a watermelon weighs 18 pounds, and we peeling off, it's a 50% loss.
Really?
So we put that into the compost.
Okay.
And it goes to Upper Marlboro, and they are composting all our compost from the peelings from the cantaloupe, the pineapple, and honeydew, and the watermelon.
Okay.
So,
That's what's up.
yeah.
So not a total waste.
Yep.
You might have to buy more if you want to eat more, but at least you're doing something good with the remaining part.
That's right.
All right, so we're cooking here.
We're cooking.
In general, chef, about how long does it take to cook?
If you're going to use a ground meat, I would cook it for about 1 hour.
Okay.
All right, so you can have this ready in 1 hour. But if you're going to do the whole meats, you're going to need to cook it at least 6 hours in advance to pull the meat out of the water, which this recipe calls for. and then you chop up the meat, and then you can do it in like 20 minutes. Just because you want to make sure your vegetables are completely cooked.
Okay.
All right.
And we aren't staring the whole time. We kind of
Yep.
intermittently kind of like.
And you know, this recipe doesn't call for any herbs in it, but you know, I think thyme would be a really good herb to put in here. It's one of my new favorite herbs.
Okay.
All right, so I'm finally coming to a boil.
How's that bourbon stuff? Good? All right. I see a lot of head nodding, a lot of thumbs up. I know they're busy eating, so I think that's as good as it gets, but it sounds like it's time to chef.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining and participating. You guys should have recipe cards. If you did not get a recipe card, let us know. We'll make sure you get one. And then in the coming days, they'll also post the recipes on the university's dining website. All right. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.